don't have to manifest a text, a letter, a phone call, an email. You don't have to manifest them unblocking you. You'll manifest all of that and everything in between when you go to your end automatically as a matter of course. That's the bridge of events. Don't ever introduce the idea that it has to take time. It never has to take any time. Manifesting a specific person instantly has to do with understanding manifesting and with understanding time. You must understand both, and you must understand them fully. So I've put extra effort into this video, and it's jam-packed with tips from beginning to end. These are all very important for helping you understand how to make him addicted to you instantly. Make sure that you're watching all the way until the end, because I have filled up this video with things that are important for you to know to actually make this work. And you might even want to take notes and watch more than once, because it's not about getting to the end. It's about understanding the information so that you can apply. And many people who watch my videos end up watching them many times in order to understand, and the results that they are getting are massive. If you're not getting results yet, it just means that you're not understanding yet. Just ask yourself, what can you do to help yourself understand this on a deeper level? If you like what I have going on YouTube and you want more, I go live every single weekend. This weekend, I'm going live to teach how to manifest him specifically, and I'm going to specifically cover how exactly to embody the correct vibration so that you manifest exactly the result that you want. Now, a lot of people know they're supposed to do this, but they don't know exactly how. That's what I'll be teaching this weekend, Sunday, 2 p.m. EST in my coaching group. That link is going to be below.
That's easy.
How to make him addicted to you in an instant. All right, so when you really get to understanding manifesting in a much deeper, more comprehensive sense, you really become a master, and you can get those instantaneous results that you want. And actually, it's gonna hold you back if you kind of think of this as like, wow, magical, hoodoo voodoo, or like so hard to do or so far away. The more that you think about this as normal and natural, just a matter of course, just like easy, just instinct, the more that you're gonna help yourself to help your mastery of manifesting manifest for you in that way. How to make him addicted to you in an instant. So I pretty much did this with Mo, my husband, and I actually remember, I've actually had like a lot of people tell me like the moment that they fell in love with me. And I understand like the qualities involved in that, but with my husband there was a specific moment in time where this happened, and I tell everybody this story. So when I met my husband, I was imagining my perfect relationship, and I was really having like a super duper 2-week period where I was visualizing every single day for like on and on throughout the day for as much as I could, and I was really in that feeling, but I wasn't trying to manifest a specific person. I knew that this was someone that I hadn't met yet. It doesn't really matter, but like I was in the feeling. So I had prepped myself vibrationally is what I'm saying. The first thing that he told me when we met is, he said, "Oh, I don't believe in love." And I said, spend one day with me. And he did. And we're still together today. I am basically the love of his life. I'm the only person that he's ever been married to, and he's never had a relationship for as long as we've been together, right? Nothing, like we've been through things, and the more that we go through, we just feel like we're meant to be together. How did I do this? And it's not a matter of, oh, did we get married on that day? It's more a matter of like, when did this happen, right? What was the moment that you manifested this? And that was the moment. And why? All right, so I'm about to tell you guys how to defy circumstances, push through the first manifestation, and manifest instant results even in the face of an opposite result. So this is where you're going to learn the instantaneous part and what it takes for you to accomplish the instant manifestation. So make sure that you get out a pen, a paper, maybe write this down. This is the important part. Because I got an opposite result. I got this guy, in a bad mood. He was, oh, I don't believe in love. That actually made me excited. I was like, spend one day with me. You know what that's called? That's called pushing through the first manifestation. When you practice yourself into a vibration to the degree to which you are able to sustain that vibration, regardless of circumstances, you will get what you want, even in the face of circumstances. Circumstances only make it more exciting along the way. If you want to make your person addicted to you, obsessed with you, and I'm talking about in a healthy way, guys. I'm talking about, when I manifested him, I was very, very much filling myself up with a loving relationship. So, I'm talking about addiction and obsession in this healthy, mutually satisfying way. So if you want to make him addicted to you, you have to train yourself to be able to think about what you want more than you think about anything else, more than you think about your worries and your doubts, more than you wonder about what he's thinking. If you're worried about what he's thinking, you're messing it up. You're paying attention to something that literally has nothing to do with what reality that you are creating here. You create their opposition towards you when you entertain it. Isn't that crazy? When you only think about what you want, you only create what you want. You will not create the opposition. The opposition is introduced by you via your entertainment of it. Think about these things that you've manifested that you're just like, I just knew that was the thing, and like that's all I thought about, and like that's all I knew, and it happened. It's just like that. So you have to be able to think about what you want more than you think about not getting what you want, more than you think about your fears about it, more than you wonder or worry about it. You have to be able to have this pure, clean focus on what you want. But there's a certain way to do this. What do I mean when I say think about what you want? Because a lot of people actually do this part wrong. So I don't mean, let's say this is my relationship. I don't mean think about my relationship over here like I'm looking at it. I'm looking at myself in this relationship. The relationship is over there. I'm aware that I want this, but I'm experiencing it over there as like this thing that's over here. What needs to happen is when you're thinking about your relationship, about your desire, you need to experience it and embody it as if you are in it, because the universe is a very, very precise reflection of exactly what you are doing on a vibrational level. It's not about what you see in your visualizations. It's about what you experience in your visualizations. It's about your automatic assumptions regarding the reality that you are perceiving. It's about context. If you close your eyes right now, you're going to have a very good idea of like, what is the context of your current reality? All of those assumptions and acknowledgments and belief systems about who and what you currently are in this space we call reality, all of those are very alive within you, even when you're not really thinking about it. There's a quality to the combination of all of those things. It's a vibe, right? There's this vibe. You know, when you think about like, oh, there's that vibe to that person. I really like their vibe, or like, I'm feeling a good vibe or I'm feeling a bad vibe. This is all about vibes. There's a clarity about what you're experiencing. So when you're thinking about what you want, you have to feel the having of it and what the essence of that feels like from an experiential first person point of view. That is what that means. So a lot of people get into manifesting even like years and years down the line, and they don't realize that they are looking at their manifestation in their minds and in their assumptions from afar. Like, I want $1 million over there, want $1 million over there. They don't imagine themselves being that $1 million. Well, you need to imagine yourself being inside this relationship where you are loved and adored and doted on, and where he's devoted to you, he's addicted to you, he's kissing you all over, he's obsessed with you, he would do anything for you, he would drop everything for you, he gives you his heart is on his sleeve, all of these things. It's like, you just assume like, oh yeah, like I got it like that. He's just like that for me. This is the way that we are. We're just like perfect couple, you know, like what does that feel like? See yourself in that way. See yourself in that way with your specific person. See yourself like when you think about your relationship, what's your first automatic thought? Your first thing you think about, is it a bad feeling or a good feeling? Because if it's a bad feeling, you're automatically imagining, without even realizing it, not having that relationship. It's like the two of you are like this. When you have a good feeling, when you think about your relationship, it's because your automatic feeling is you have this assumption that he's all over you and you guys are good and there's like love and mutual respect and all of that. So when you gain some awareness, right? When you raise your vibration, which means you're like training yourself to entertain more of what you want from an experiential point of view. You're gonna increase your level of awareness and you'll be able to like sort out or like weed out the parts of you who have these automatic assumptions that are like negative. You'll start to see that and you'll be able to switch it for an automatic assumption that is more in alignment with your dream. I really got to tell you something about this. This is going to help you. I promise you, this is going to help you. Make sure you watch all the way till the end because you need to hear this. Manifesting a specific person, I mean, I've been at this for a long time. I've been at this for way over a decade. I've heard it all, I've read it all, I've studied it all, I've done it all, I've manifested, I've trial and errored this stuff. Listen, manifesting a specific person is not about just manifesting a relationship. Manifesting a specific person is about manifesting your life. Manifesting a whole new reality in its entirety. When you feel out that whole reality, the essence of that whole reality, and you take that on and go inside of it and be it and become it and get familiar with it, thinking about your relationship that fits inside that reality with you is going to be a natural matter of course. Because, you know, I know some of you are having trouble thinking about your specific person, like this relationship that you want. You're actually having trouble feeling into that. What's that like? I don't know, I'm so far away from it. Start with imagining the reality that that relationship fits within. And then when you get familiar with that, thinking about the specific relationship itself is going to be much easier and a much like more matter of course because you've already tuned into like full picture of this reality without having to like think too hard about the specifics. You just generally know like, well, it's just generally gonna feel kind of like this, you know? And when you do that, the specifics like sort out and clarify themselves for you. It's an automatic process. You don't have to worry much about this. So fill yourself up with a focus on what you want. Like I said, this is a vibe. This is a focus. So focus means where you choose to look. Okay, that's the only thing that it means. It means it's like a discipline in your ability to look at one thing or entertain one thing and not somewhere else, right? The ability to make something fade out of your awareness and bring something else into your awareness. I'm also going to give you guys a tip on properly identifying your end because I find that a lot of people, and actually I will say most people, improperly identify their end and it really keeps them stuck. And I can see why, like exactly why you're not manifesting it because, oh, you don't actually know what, like that's not your end. That's not your end. You don't actually know what your end is. You need to know your end. And that's a Neville Goddard term. It means your desire, right? Your ultimate goal. So if you want them to be addicted to you and stuck to you like glue, you have to properly identify your end. So let me tell you about that. There's a lot of people who just focus on getting one interaction. They're like, if I could just get him to call me, if I could just get him to text me, if I could just get him to take me out, if I could just get him to do this. They're thinking about all these petty little in-between moves that don't actually amount to anything. A text message does not equal anything. There's like no implied vibrational content. It doesn't imply relationship. It doesn't imply longevity. It doesn't even imply interest. That is not an end. Phone call, same thing, right? These are not ends. Do not focus on the trivial means, okay? You're gonna focus on the very, 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 very end, the far away end. It's not actually far away. It's just like the farther that you travel in the quote future, right, and go farther into that already manifested relationship, the more that you're going to think about the relationship purely and clearly, right, without all of the, because if you think about trying to get them to text me right now, that could mean a lot of things. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. But if you go like, let's say 10 years into your fully manifested, delicious, harmonious, loving relationship, and you think about how secure that is, how committed, how safe, how sound, how you're already acclimated, you're already comfortable, you've already worked out the kinks, you already have your house and your dog and your baby and your white picket fence, and you're already settled, and you're already, you're already there. Did anything that I say sound like a train wreck? I mean, it wasn't. It was like very easy to imagine that. So for instance, go all the way into your manifested relationship. You're already in it. You're already there. You're not getting engaged. You're not getting married. You're already married. You're already sweetly, soundly, harmoniously, mutually, lovingly together. That is an end. And you can feel when I'm saying this, it's like, you manifest this relationship, that's what's going to happen. You're going to end up there. That's what you want. So go farther in the future and think about an end that is pure. When you go there, completely pure in your end, all of the means to get you there will automatically appear. You don't have to manifest a text, a letter, a phone call, an email. You don't have to manifest them unblocking you. You'll manifest all of that and everything in between when you go to your end automatically as a matter of course. That's the bridge of events, okay? And let me just include one more thing, because I know that I talked about time, but it doesn't take any time to manifest. Even if you think like it's taking time, it's not. Like, don't ever introduce the idea that it has to take time. It never has to take any time. Just because I tell you what to do, it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to readily do it or readily understand it, right? So if you feel like you want more courses, more support, more reinforcement, that link is going to be in the pinned comment below. Make sure that you click the like button, subscribe, hit that bell button when you click subscribe so that you're notified every time that I come out with a new video. I'll see you guys in the next video.
That's easy.